especially nowadays, because a lot of the teachers are single women. And they graduate from high school or college with a degree, and suddenly they're a teacher, accredited, right? Well, that's the problem. That's a real problem. Why? Because women that don't have children of their own, there's a word that are taking care of other children's. There's a word for that. It's either babysitter or stepmother. And stepmothers, they have a lot of enmity towards boys, especially, and they want to destroy the boys and fuck them up. If they don't have their own children at home, a woman, I mean, she's basically a stepmother to your children in school, trying to raise these children. And I'll tell you, man, in the eyes of a stepmother, most little boys are very bad children. Too loud, dirty, causing trouble, not paying attention. You want to go play outside soccer. You want to look at guns and read about cowboys and whatever they no longer allow in the schools. And now the boys have to be they're told, it's my understanding by watching some YouTube videos about this teaching, how teachers now will not even accept masculinity in the schools. They're considered wrong. There's something wrong with your mind if you would like to play with guns, guns or cops and robbers. Something wrong with your mind, little boy. We need to fix it. And next thing you got a complex, because what you're trying to do is express yourself, and especially young children, and it's more natural. Their minds aren't developed. It's just coming more from nature, how they behave.
They're somewhat doing it to both sides, though. Yeah. Like my friend Kevin was telling me that one of his co-workers has a daughter, and she's a tomboy.
Yeah, right.
There's always been tomboys, right?
Yeah, right.
But her teachers and counselors in school
are to turn her gay.
Yeah, they're telling her that she's part of the LGBT community.
Yeah, is that right?
Without talking to her dad about it. They're talking to this 12-year-old or 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, trying to screw her up because they're screwed up and they don't have children at home and they hate raising other people's children. Stepmothers enjoy that shit. Yeah, is that right? It doesn't surprise me.
And so many tomboys, girls that are tomboys turn out to be beautiful women later in life.
Yeah, of course. They're young. And
it's just a phase they're going through.
Unbelievable. They treat them like little adults. And something's wrong with you. Mentally, you need a drugs. Give them drugs. There's something wrong with your brain.
Yeah. Either Ritalin, ADD, LGBTQ, or...
Yeah, that's right.
They project. That's a big problem. People project, I think, their issues on other people.
Oh, for sure. They want to create the world in their own image, I'm telling you. Especially egoists.
Of course.
People that are queer. They're egoists. I'm telling you. I read something today on the internet about this famous feminist. I don't remember her name. But it's a French name, and I heard it last week, and it was on Facebook, I believe, and the comment was, her quote was, countries that follow religion are oppressive to women. And there's like 1,000 comments how great and how amazing and how true that is. Of course, maybe most of them are AI because it promotes the agenda, this idea that women are oppressed by religion. But I read a little bit about her bio, and she got arrested at a young age for when she was a teacher to molesting children. So of course she hates God and religion because they're telling her she cannot engage in this behavior. And now as a feminist, she's saying, or she did in the old days, I'm sure she's gone now, but back then she's a famous feminist with groundbreaking books. Well, what she was basically saying is, I want a world that accepts my damaging and destructive behavior so I can ruin other people's lives and give them trauma and screw them up. I want to be able to do this. So what I say then is, I don't say, hey, I want to be a pedophile and you guys are a bunch of jerks. She says, oh, the system is oppressing you. And then everybody's out to get you, and it's men and marriage, and she writes a story. So it's like demagoguery to get people on her side because it sounds good.
Very narcissistic behavior.
Yeah, totally. She wants to change the whole system around and destroy the country because she wants her behavior to be acceptable and presented and more people to share and think like she does instead of being on the outside, and it's illegal, perhaps. You know, they don't. They want to be. They want to have a world where they're free and take everything they want and enjoy, and not illegal, not shameful behavior. For example, so it's demagoguery, getting the people to buy into her philosophy, saying, "I'm doing this for you." You know, but the reality is no. No.